Welcome to Bird of the Day. Bentai getting here just in the nick of time for the Bird of the Day. Oh, we got a great Bird of the Day today, and I like this one. So I was saying earlier, it's a bird y'all are familiar with. Y'all know this bird. Y'all may have mixed feelings on this bird, but you know this bird. Very well-known bird. And because we're playing Crash Bandicoot, and bandicoots are an Australian animal, and so that means, of course, we gotta do it ourselves an Australian bird. You're like, oh, we're doing the Australian bird. Could it be a cockatoo? Nah, I'm gonna be a cockatoo. Could it be kookaburra? Nah, I'm gonna do kookaburra. Could it be the emu? Yes, it's emu! We got the emu. Yes, but I've already done budgies, Budgie Eater. Already done budgies. I haven't done emus. We got the emus. Look at that haircut. You got a great haircut. Look at that haircut on that emu. He's dapper emu. So emu. Looking so good. Looking so smug. Yeah, we got the emu. We got our big bipedal monsters of a bird. That's right, folks. We got ourselves the emu. Now, these guys are 55 to 65 inches long, and that's measuring from beak to tail feather. But, you know, these guys, what we really want to look at is their height. 59 to 75 inches. 75 inches tall. That's right. These guys can grow over 6 feet tall. 6 feet tall. Tall bird. Tall bird. And it can be some pretty hefty fellas too. 66 to 100 pounds. 100-pound bird. That's a heavy bird. Pretty long-lived birds too. 10 to 20 years in the wild is not bad, but they are domesticated on ranches and they'll live 35 years in captivity. Pretty good lifespan. And as you can see, they're pretty widely distributed throughout most of Australia. For some reason, they don't do so much on the western coast or on the eastern coast there. On the eastern coast, where there's quite a bit of greenery, a lot of cities, but lots of stuff in the outback. They hang out in the outback. They can do pretty well in the desert environment. New Holland, I don't know. I don't know much about it. So if you see the order that they're in is cassowary forms in the family Casuaridae, yes, they are in the same taxonomical family as the cassowary. But these guys are softer, gentler, and less likely to murder you. They could still murder you, just less likely to murder you. Now, interestingly, they are bigger than the cassowary, which makes them the second largest bird in the world. The ostrich, of course, being biggest bird in the world. They're biggest bird. But emus, second biggest. Look at down here in the bottom left. That cool picture of the baby emu. He's so cute. Little cute baby emu. Look at him walking on the little two legs. Interesting thing, they've got two sets of eyelids, and the innermost one, which is a clear film, and that lets them go through the dusty areas of the outback and keep the dual star out of their eyes. Like stretchy kiwi. They're kind of like stretchy kiwis. A little bit. Now, here's something interesting about them. Males will seduce the female, and they do the smash. And then the lady will be like, I'm gonna build a nest. And she's gonna like, hey, look, baby, I laid these eggs. Hey, baby, could you watch these eggs for a little bit? And he'll be like, sure, baby, you go get some food. I'll watch these eggs. And then she leaves. And then she never comes back. And the male incubates the eggs. And the male is there when they hatch. And the male raises the chicks and feeds the chicks. Well, as the female just fucks off. So, you know what? There's been a lot of bird species where the male does that, where the male just leaves the female to tend for it. So you know what? I'm okay with there being species where the male gets to do all the work of raising the babies. They're good dads. Emus, good dads. And oh, boy, I gotta tell you about these guys, how good of runners they are. Well, I got a little video to demonstrate a little bit of the emu running capacity. As you can see, they are graceful and smooth and not goofy at all when they run. Like, look. The goofiest runners. These emu gets the zoomies. They get the zoomies. This is the goofy. It's just the goofy emos. Energy of an excited dog. Yeah, I don't think you're too far off on that. They're very, as you can see, they are very curious and very playful animals. They love to play. Maybe not the smartest of birds out there, but they're playful, they're fun, and I mean, come on, just look at these guys. They're having a good time. These birds are having a good time running around. Oh, the hottest viral videos daily. Yeah, that's great. Subscribe, watch more. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that. I don't think I'm gonna do that. Okay, so yeah. Yes, fun to watch them run around. There's lots of really great emu videos out there. But not only are they excellent runners, they're good swimmers. They're seen frequently hanging out in rivers and streams and ponds and stuff. They enjoy a good swim. Good swim. They're not too bad at swimming. Not too bad at all. I mean, obviously there's other birds that are way better swimmers, but I mean, hey, if you can't fly, you might as well be able to run and swim pretty good. Am I right? I mean, penguins, great swimmers, not great runners. You know. I mean, is there... Those ducks kind of have it all. They're decent runners, and they're great swimmers, and they're good flyers. Friggin' ducks. Always doing everything. But hey, emu, 2 out of 3, ain't bad. Now, these birds, they're omnivorous. Eat just about anything they can get their hands on. Nuts and berries and grasses. But then they'll also eat insects and small lizards and frogs and stuff like that. So, yeah, pretty opportunistic. Just whatever they can get a hand on. And their speed does allow them to be pretty good at capturing stuff. They could ride a bike that'd be perfect for triathlon. Yeah, there you go. I mean, with their legs, I bet they could kick those pedals pretty fast. Do pretty good. Now, for the most part, they're going to pair up during mating season, be solitary most of the year, but oftentimes, when they're migrating to find new food sources, they will bunch up with lots of other emus. And so it's like, you know, sometimes solitary, sometimes flocked up, sometimes paired up. Yeah. But, you know, they're an important bird in Australia. Well known, you know, big part of their culture. They've depicted them on the coat of arms. And they are prominent in Aboriginal mythology. Lots of stories around them. Important bird to the Aboriginal people. And of course, famously, they defeated Australia in a war, the Great Emu War. And now, I will go to my news press to tell you about the Australian Emu War. In 1932, a group of 20,000 emus were searching for water in Western Australia when they came upon the state's recently expanded wheat farming region. The emus began to damage the swaths of wheat, plus the surrounding fences, which meant rabbits and other animals could get in. In response, on November 2nd, Australia deployed the 7th Heavy Battery of the Royal Australian Artillery with machine guns and 10,000 rounds of ammunition. They expected an easy slaughter. The troops quickly found a group of about 50 emus, but the birds scattered at the first shots, reportedly evaporating like mist. Another ambush 2 days later claimed about a dozen emus from a group of 1,000. Even a truck-mounted gun failed when the emus outran the truck over rough terrain. Elusive emus too quick for machine guns, read a headline from the Canberra Times on November 5th. Even when they were hit, many emus simply kept running. If we had a military division with the bullet-carrying capacity of these birds, it would face any army in the world, the unit's commander said, later reported by the Sydney Sun-Herald. They can face machine guns with the invulnerability of tanks. The troops are recalled within a week, having spent 2,500 rounds to kill 50 to 200 emus. They returned days later for a more effective assault, but the Emu War was finally abandoned in December after using nearly 10,000 rounds to kill fewer than 1,000 emus. There were no human casualties, but the war was widely seen as a victory for the outgunned emus. There have been other attempts to shoot or poison large numbers of emus over the years, but the birds have proven resilient and resourceful. Wild emus now have a stable population of about 700,000 mature adults across Australia, according to the International Union for Conservation of Nature, which lists the species as least concern. And this bit of information was brought to you by the website treehugger.com in their article, 8 Amazing Facts About Emus. So yeah, I mean, come on. The freaking emus, man. You go war against them, you're not gonna win. They may not kill you. They may beat you through attrition. Can't take them out. Too strong, too tough, too scattered, too unpredictable. So, what are my thoughts on the emu? Well, I mean, I gotta say, I freaking love the emu. You know, sure, they can't fly. They got, little crappy wings, but as Hashio says, legs that won't quit. And how can you not love a bird that has defeated humans in war? That's a distinction that I believe is held primarily just to the emu. Although I think the Australian magpies are pretty heavily winning a war against Australians as well. And I know that cockatoos are winning a war against anti-bird measures. Let's just say that Australia has a bit of trouble against their birds in their country. Australian birds are all right with me. Australian magpies, oh my gosh, emu cavalry with, don't give them ideas, Hasio. That might be the most dangerous bird assault in all of history. But yeah, I gotta say, the emu, top tier bird. I love them. I love them. They're soft. Although their feathers are really soft. They're curious. They're friendly. They're goofy. And they win wars against humans. What's not to love? What's not to love? Honorary Corvid, not even close. But that doesn't mean I don't still love these guys. I love them so much. I hope you love the emu as well. Emus, pretty great. Pretty great. So thank you for watching today's Bird of the Day. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that like and subscribe button. And then you'll be alerted anytime I upload a new Bird of the Day video. As well as some other cool Corvus clips. And also, it just helps support me. So thank you. So I'm going to call this Bird of the Day done. And we're going to get back to the games.